Well, hello everyone, welcome back to Fire Emblem, the Dark Amulet mod. And boy, Vorgus, the guy who wrote this, I have not seen such good writing in a fan project since Colonel Salt, who made Pokemon Team Rocket Edition. I am enjoying the heck out of this game. And, Eldest Son, the previous chapter, we got to see the big bad Zedard for the first time. Now, Chapter 9, Change of Heart, it's a little bit of foreshadowing of what's about to come up here. So before I get into the dialogue here, let's talk about what just happened. So, it's done then? Zedard is dead? This guy is asking. Excuse me. But, no, Zedard's not dead. Zedard is busy tempting my boss, Phoenix, who up until now, the Duke here, this dork, has been constantly spurning his every attempt to have friendship. Like, He wins constant battles for him, he offers to have their daughters become friends, and like every time the Duke's like, look, I see that you're trying to kiss up to me, and I'm not gonna have any of that stuff. So, on the one hand, you've got this guy, the guy that we're working for, who constantly is looking down, even on his own employers. Maybe he wouldn't if my boss weren't such a I don't know, an ambitious person constantly trying to rise up in the world. Like, he is kind of obvious about it, and the Duke here sees through it. But, you know, the Duke has not exactly been a very friendly person, and he is also the reason that the mines got shut down, causing a lot of people to be out of work, and some of those less reputable people ended up becoming mercenaries, bandits, robbing the honest folk who remained. So, this guy's not exactly innocent. Plus, he's the younger brother, which, yeah, the older brother, illegitimate though he is, tends to be the one who gets the family business whenever the father passes. So, meanwhile, the bad guy on the other side, yeah, he's committed a lot of crimes, but you know, he's also for the thing that I'm for, meritocracy. Rather than just being born into wealth and nobility, if one earns their way in the world, that tends to make for a better world overall, as more people who prove themselves, you know, they get what they have earned. So, you know, you can see it from both brothers' perspectives. That moral ambiguity thing, I'm telling you, it's gonna keep on popping up in this game. You know, which brother is really the right one? You know, if you're forced to choose, I still want this guy here as my employer. At least he's not trying to reopen a mine that's got a bunch of zombies and God knows what else, like he shut it down, and that shows, you know, some sort of sense of urgency and responsibility. And meanwhile, Zedard's been just encouraging all these acts of banditry and looting and whatnot. So, you know, it's not a hard choice, but at least you can see the reasoning and perspective of both. So, with that, the boss asks, so, Zedard's dead? He's defeated, Lord Fornes, whose name I keep forgetting, but alive. Commander Phoenix is holding him in custody at Fort Darkmoor. I came as soon as I could to escort Julia back to the capital and give you this message. 2 men is hardly a worthy escort for my daughter. Edric and Shorn are very brave, Father. I was perfectly safe in their company. Very well. This is, of course, great news. Though I admit, I'm surprised that Zedard did not fight to the death. He has never given mercy before, not even to himself. He is yours to punish, even to execute now. The commander wishes to know how you'd like Zedard dealt with. Of course, deliver this letter to Phoenix. In it are my orders on concluding this war. I would go with you, but Zedard's retainer, Sir Royce, still harasses the farms around the capital. He seems unaware that his master is imprisoned. Then we will leave immediately. Hold on. Lord Fornes, there's something we need to Is it gonna be the mines? Is somebody finally going to listen to us about the mines? It's about what we found in the mines. The mines? I've no need for children's tales of ghosts. You know exactly what we're talking about. Join me in the hall, both of you. Okay, so he's not just going to snub us. Like, you know, he says children's tales first, but then he's like, alright, I got something to say more than this. Julia mentioned monsters lurking underground. I'm glad that Julia saw fit to mention that in your ear. I'd hoped she was mistaken. What are they? The creatures in those mines. Those mines long made Westmarch the richest duchy in the kingdom. Deeper and deeper we dug, seeking metals and jewels, and awoke the nameless horror, Durin's Bane. Then we came upon temples, marks of an ancient civilization far older than our own. I've seen those temples, but I did not recognize the idols within. We know little of the ancient people, but this my father came to learn after the incident, capital I. They worshipped a god, I suppose we must call it. A thing that sleeps deep within the nights. Oh, it's a sleeping god, so it's not Yog-Sothoth, it's frickin' Azathoth. For anyone who doesn't know the Cthulhu mythos, by the way, I'm only familiar with a couple of them, but I do know that if there is the highest chief deity above all others in Lovecraftian lore, it is Azathoth, who, he is currently asleep right now, and that's the only reason the universe isn't destroyed, because, he's just dreaming his dreams, and there's a bunch of demonic flutists who are constantly dancing around him, playing their tin flutes that keep him in like a lullaby sleep. But there will come some moment of doom where he awakens, and then the universe is done for. So there's, a little bit of a cosmic horror thing, an element for you. It sleeps and dreams and hungers. Hungers? You heard me. It must have promised those who worshipped it great power, so long as they fed it blood. So, remember how Zedard says, I don't seek power, I seek to destroy the ladder, the glass ladder thingy. Well, you seek a little bit of power then, Zedard, don't you? Perhaps, eventually, they were all of them consumed. But what about the monsters? We think they serve the sleeping god. They appear when blood is offered and obey whoever made the sacrifice. And you learned all this from the incident? I've said too much already. So long as the god sleeps and none go into the mines, we are safe. But the bandits were worshipping it, maybe trying to wake it. Enough! I will hear no more of this. It is dealt with, yes? Go. Return to Commander Phoenix and end this damned war. Father, you look like you've seen a ghost. Julia, a terrible feeling washed over me just now, like the cold hand of death reaching towards me. What happened? Nothing. Do you remember the amulet I gifted you? Oh, this dark one? What might also be called the Fire Emblem? That's something that Fire Emblem does in every game. There's always some sort of small trinket that turns out to be an artifact of great importance that's called the Fire Emblem. So, it was the Dark Stone in Sacred Stones. Let's see, in Fire Emblem Engage, the protagonist actually turned out to be the Fire Emblem, so, she was a person. I would say she because the female side tends to be the more popularized. What was the Fire Emblem in, Blazing Blade? I think it was one of the more, subtle ones, the lesser-known ones. Like, this queen would give you this Fire Emblem, and that way you'd have, what do you call it? You'd be able to speak to the king and stuff. Anyway, of course, you made me promise to always keep it close, this dark amulet, this Fire Emblem of this game. Tancred was right. She is completely immune. Father, you're scaring me. Good. Be frightened. Julia, it's time I told you the truth behind that amulet. And cut to black. We're gonna get the truth, but not right now. Shorn, I feel like we've been walking all day. How much further to Fort Darkmoor? What am I, your navigator? If you click your tongue one more time, I'm gonna chop it right out of your mouth. Okay, I'll stop. I think we're close. About what Fornes said. Do you believe him? Yeah, so these guys have been walking for like hours and hours and hours, and only now do they start talking about this. I mean, it sounds impossible, but I saw what I saw underground. Yeah, I just feel he's still holding something back, and he kept touching his neck while he was talking, like he was looking for a necklace that wasn't there, or perhaps an amulet? A dark amulet? Alright, I suppose we just take him at his word. I mean, if that's all you're gonna get from him, that's all you're gonna get from him. If the god sleeps, the monsters can't spread. Oh, we're being followed. What? By who? That ranger from before. He's persistent. Leave me, Shorn. I'll speak with him on my own. Whatever. Let me know if he starts worshipping a sleeping god. You're Donald, right? If I'm mispronouncing it, sorry, but I'm just gonna call him Donald now. That's what they call me. I'm here to take you home, Edwin. That's not my name. I left that life behind me 2 years ago. I'm not paid to keep track of what name you're using to hide with. What if I refuse to return with you? I'm a ranger, not a bounty hunter. Your description said you were a headhunter. Do you hunt... Maybe he hunts animal heads, I don't know. I won't capture you. I'll just tell your brother where you're hiding. So my brother sent you. Donald, let's make a deal. Allow me to finish this war in Westmarch, then we'll return to Southwood together. It's about time I told my family that I'm still alive. Okay, so he warmed up a little bit when he found out, well, it was his brother who was sent looking for him. That seems fair. I'll just keep an eye on you until we leave. You know, in case you try and escape. Fine, but just call me Edric, okay? That's my name now. If you say so, then it's what? Edric of House Stormcrest? Just Edric. Clearly a touchy subject. Then again, from the rumors of how much his father hates him, no wonder he flew the coop. Can't blame a bastard boy for wanting to start fresh. And cut to the immediate next scene. Edric, Shorn, I trust your journey to the capital was uneventful. Commander Phoenix, Lord Fornes was pleased with our victory. And Zedard is still secure? He's exactly where he should... Oh, that's a vague answer. Here, this letter includes Lord Fornes's instructions. Let's see. Insert, letter opening noises. Zedard is to be delivered to the royal city of Tellius to be punished and executed by King Morven himself. You're tearing up the letter? Okay, insert ripping noises here. There's been a change of plans, Edric. We serve the true Duke of Westmarch now. We no longer listen to the words of usurpers. No way. You're betraying Fornes? Betraying? That man betrayed us every day, sending us to spill blood while seeing us as rabble. Dude, if you're being paid as a mercenary, you are exchanging the possibility of losing your blood for the coin that the guy gives you. If the guy is giving you coin that he promised to give you, that is not betrayal. That is him upholding his end of the deal. Never as an ally. You're not an ally. As soon as the money stops flowing, you go and find some other flow of money. That is what being a mercenary is. Never as an okay. So that equal thing, that's a little bit more of a fair argument right there. It's like, what makes you different than I? Like, am I not a man as well? If you cut me, do I not bleed? That sort of Shakespearean logic right there. Like, looking at these guys' stats, I think, did I look at the dork? I forget if I saw Fornes or not, but his stats are slightly lower, actually, I think, than the boss Phoenix's were. So if these two were to get into a fight, I'm pretty sure Phoenix could best him. But, it would at least be a relatively even fight. So, at least on the battlefield, these guys are equals. But, another theme here is, there are the commoners and there are the elite. Should this be? Well, I mean, it probably shouldn't unless the elite are those who earned it, by being smarter and stronger and, more mindful of how the world works than everybody else. But, that's meritocracy, not aristocracy. So, the equals thing, you see that pretty much in any place in humanity you look, in any time period. There's always been the elite. You look at China, or Russia, or frickin' even African countries, South America, plenty of the European countries. It's always been this way. There have always been that elite caste of people. And I don't agree with the communist who's like, down with the bourgeoisie, up with the, oh crap, what are the common people called? I had it and then my brain lost it. But, we see it all the time, and it's pretty much always going to be a thing in humanity until the return of the Christ. That's just how it is. But, there's gonna be some time periods where people stop shrugging their shoulders and say that's just how it is, and start saying, you know what, screw it, let's start a revolution. And the problem with the revolution is it tends to get messy, and it's not always the good that wins in revolution. There tends to be some evils that come in by the way as well. So, that touchy stuff is what we're seeing right here and right now. We're mercenaries. That's our job. Edric, I would be very careful about the next words that come out of your mouth. Zedart is evil. Enough. He's a madman. He's summoning monsters. Nonsense. He's my master, and that makes him yours. Never. Edric, what are you saying? Even the emo guy behind me is like, what? A mercenary can't break his contract, and to break it for Zedart of all people? Damn you, Phoenix. I thought you were a hero. That's only his class. But you're just a murderer for hire. That is all mercenaries. Dude, you have been living quite the blind life these past 2 years. Like, if you're mercenaries who happen to be working for the good guy, well, congratulations. Best outcome possible. But, when the good guy's war is over and you're looking for new payment, I mean, it's only the luck of the draw, unless, of course, you go only looking for good guys to fight for. But in that case, you know what? This has been like almost 18 minutes of recording without battle at this point, so I'm just gonna read the rest of this. I had hoped that you would see reason. Oh, he turned red. I take no pleasure in this, but I will let no one get in the way of my glory. Oh, hey, by the way, look at that. I still have his Worm Slayer. Damn it, Edric. Wake up. You have to wake up. Phoenix might have thrown us in this cell, but only so Zedart can have the pleasure of killing us later. We've got to get out of here. Shorn? Took you long enough. Everything hurts. I feel like I'm down to 13 HP left. Yeah, Phoenix nearly killed you. Your blood is all over the throne room. I'll bet it would have been down to 1 hit point if I'd actually played this the honest way. Phoenix. Traitor. We have to warn Fornus. One thing at a time. First we have to get out of here. I'm not really into prayer, but we could really use a miracle. Yeah, I'm not surprised that this emo kid's not much of a prayer. Well, hello, lady. Well, look where Shorn stuck himself this time. Lucky for him, daring rescues are one of my many talents. This doom and gloom monster cult his letter mentioned better be real, otherwise he can stay locked up. Okay, so Sheila's death is a game over. So many characters like that. Oh no, Edric's at 1 HP right now. Okay, immediately save the game. You know what? I'm gonna save it to state 2. Alright, so... They locked us up with all their weapons, even this Worm Slayer that I deliberately, by the way, took from Phoenix at the end of the previous mission. Yeah, having played this before, now I know, okay, if this guy's going to be an enemy in the next mission, like Orson was in the actual base mod, I might as well take his silver weapons off of him ahead of time. I could have taken that axe that he had as well, but this Worm Slayer is much better. And what do you have? Alright, you got a bunch of healing on you, so that's good, I suppose. Alright, let's back you jokers up for now. Don't want to shove him. Item. Yeah, let's just go ahead and... actually, you know what? Put the iron swords, drink to our health. Glug, 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 glug. Also, you like this music? How's this music hang? Oh, ooh, look at that. Look at that movement. +2 to defense, resistance, and movement. Celerity, movement +2. That is a nice... very nice ability, but look at her. She is a level 1 thief. We're on, what, Chapter 9? And we still have this level 1 character now joining us. Alright, go ahead and unlock the door, and I guess I should have had her talk to her brother, but oh well. Edric, the door's opening. Now's our chance. Maybe a thank you is in order before you charge off, Shorn. You're kidding me. Good to see you too, brother dearest. Shorn, you know this woman? Unfortunately. I'm his older sister. We're twins. She kicked me in the face on her way out. And he's been biting my ankle ever since. Thank you, then, for saving us. I'm Edric, Captain of Nothing, I guess. You're quite the handsome Captain of Nothing. Ugh. We'll do this later. Come on, sister. We're breaking free. Alright, so... ooh, okay, that was a 50-50 dodge right there. Alright, so, you know, the random number generator could absolutely screw us right here in the beginning. Ouch. Okay, yeah, no, that's fair. Okay, she got a double hit on that one, nice. Rose's Thorn. Cool name for a dagger. Okay, yep, already reinforcements are coming in, so... man, I can't have Shorn talking to his sister and attacking at the same time, so... sister, go ahead and finish that dude off. And immediately a level up. Skill and speed. Not a good start. Alright, I want these guys to talk, but right now there really isn't all that much time for idle chit-chat. So, tell you what, you know what, we'll talk and then we'll use the Broadsword, because I still haven't used up the first one. So, Shorn has a sister? You're surprised? Let me guess, it goes against his stubborn-ass mystique? Something like that. Well, I'm just as surprised that he has a friend. I don't think we're friends. Trust me, you're friends. Shorn can't stand me. He could have turned tail, or kept quiet when your boss axed you. Instead, he wound up in a cell with you. When the boss axed me, did he use an actual axe? I actually can't remember exactly. I think he might have, and he had to because I stole his sword. And he let me keep it. You're friends. Probably his first ever. I'm honored to be friends with a guy with such a bad attitude. What a cute smile you got. What? You heard me, handsome. Try and keep up. Huh? Alright, so, you know, I've never had much game with flirting, but I guess that's how people do it? I don't know. Alright, so, sister could still very easily be stabbed here, so I guess let's move Shorn in the way, and while he's in the way, let's equip the Slim Sword, because this is like a must, what's the word I'm looking for? A mission where a guy must be part of the mission. I can't think of the word at the moment. Let's talk. So, you got my message. I practically sprinted to Westmarch from home the moment I read it. This isn't bullshit, is it? I wish it was. I figured we could use your expertise if things got cataclysmic. A lot of old books talk about sleeping, messed up horrors that you don't want to poke at with a stick. But they also talk about magic spells and holy swords to knock those horrors out. Except this isn't a fairy tale. So, no holy swords? and no happy endings. Wait a second. I'm pretty sure that there are holy swords. This is Fire Emblem we're talking now. Well, I'll keep my hopes up until things get really bad. By the way, the gold you sent me is really helping. The new medicine means Mom can move around, even cook without pain. Good. That's good to hear. Oh, and I brought this with me. A gift, I guess. You're welcome. Dad's old sword? If the world's ending, brother, you might need it. A Kelly Kaga. Can I equip that? No, I can't, because it is a B-quality sword. And I have not been using Shorn enough for him to be able to brandish it. So, looks like you're sticking with the thin sword there, buddy. And this fella... What was that? A little bit of a hiccup right there. Alright, fast forward. Damn it, Edwin. I lose my eye on you for, what, a few minutes? Straight to the dungeon. Why do I even take these jobs? Well, the money, for one. Guess I better save the poor fool. Alright. So much to do in this. Alright, save. Alright, does that guy have a door key? Yes. You know, typical of these RPG adventures, like, you have a guy with a door key standing right next to the door that's locked. So silly. Alright, what do I want to do with Donald here? Do I shoot that dude? That's probably the smartest thing to do. Yeah, he's going to get jumped by these sword guys here, but, I mean, he'll just get jumped by these sword guys. Unless I shoot that sword guy with my ranger bow. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's the smarter move here. Ooh, look at that. Immediately, initial crit. Good job, Donald. I mean, I'm still not gonna use you, but that's nice to have, I guess. Alright, so who is gonna take this dude out? I really need Edric to heal, but he's also definitely the best for this job here. So let's go ahead and use this iron sword. I'm gonna get stabbed back for one, but I can take it. Jab, jab, big jab. And we got the door key. Send to supply. I'm never gonna use this hero crest, so might as well send that. Alright, and now, let's go ahead and have the thief pick the door. Who does she have anyway? Okay. Yep, go ahead and pick the door. And let's move Shorn to the front as he's still at full hit points at the moment. Alright. Yep, Donald would have been in a lot more trouble if he'd only attacked... or if he hadn't had only one guy attacking him. Uh-oh. Oh man, I forgot about that with her picking the door. Whoops. Alright, well, I gotta spend some time healing, damn it. Save. Alright, you go here, item. Oh, elixir, that's no good. Here. I don't want to use up an elixir on you. Item. Actually, I should have had her pick this chest. Aw, damn it, why didn't I do that? And do I want Shorn to go up here and take care of that axe guy? Yeah, I guess I will. Slim swords. Yeah, he's very unlikely to get hit, so... Can you get off a crit? Okay, good. Alright, so he's cutting that guy off, and Edric... 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I guess she's gonna have to back up and be the one to open that chest, so in the meantime, Edric will go ahead and take care of that guy with his broadsword. And then you, in the meantime... Let's go ahead and use your ranger bow to finish this. Oh no, I can't! Dang it! Okay, good. He preferred healing instead of attacking me. I mean, I'll take it. And Shorn gets to level up. Alright. Damn you making me use up my broadswords. Well, I guess it was about time to restock the broadsword anyway. Ba-boom! Critical hit, but can't be arsed to watch it. Okay, how's that broadsword doing? 4 of 99. Good thing that he's the one who's got the supply available on hand, so save game, state 1. Good thing you've got a lot of movement. Alright, so pick this chest. A light brand, okay. Not great, but not terrible. Whoops! I cannot believe I did that. That was so dumb of me. So dumb. There we go. Okay, let's try this again. Alright, Ranger Bow, shoot that dude before he can come back and be a nuisance. And yes, I realize that Edric needs to talk to him, but I'm gonna wait on that just a little bit longer. Let's get Shorn up here, so move him out of the danger zone. And meanwhile, these guys, you have a door key. You also have a door key. Alright, I am deliberately going to move you here. Let's have the Iron Sword on standby, and drink a Vulnerary instead of attacking this time. So, yep, break yourselves upon me, idiots. And that guy has a killing edge. Okay. Man, making me break my broadsword. Now that ranger is going to be able to hit me. Or archer, whatever. Okay, got a second door key. That's fine. Hey, leveled up to 20. So this was the other reason, by the way, that I didn't want Edric to be the one to finish off Zedard. Oh, hello there. You, new girl, with me. The traitors are just ahead of us. Just show me where to point my lance, sir. There they are, trying to flee from the fort. Go prove your worth to the Phoenix Blades, Hilda. Run them... Where were you in my past several missions? So you're part of the Phoenix Blades now, huh? You know what, that's unfair of me. I guess that the Phoenix Blades would have different, I don't know, cells of units, I suppose. This troop over here, that troop over there. As you can... Oh, wait, but that's Edric and Shorn. Exactly. Didn't you hear? Just this morning, Edric tried to kill Commander Phoenix in cold blood. That doesn't sound like something Edric would do. You're a new recruit, so I'll forgive you this one time. When I give an order, though, I expect you to follow it. Now, attack! And Edric would never push me around like that either. You disobey me at your peril, girl. You do not know your own peril, bud. Like, this girl is amongst my elite units. Oh yeah? I'm starting to think Captain Edric's not the real danger here. Maybe I should talk to him, see what's really going on. If you lift a finger to help that traitor, I'll cut you in half. Make my day. Uncle Gigachad could chew you up and spit you out. But he's not here, so I guess it's up to me to save the day. You're dead, girl. Alright. So, Hilda's back with us, that's nice, and she's got that fire that I forgot to put in the inventory, whoops. Look at that, B-Class Lance Mastery. So Hilda's got the same stuff as before. Before I forget, let's go ahead and save again. Alright, so how do I want to proceed here? Guess I'll go ahead and shoot this dude to start with. Yeah, he's not gonna be knocked out from double ranger bow here, but that's fine. Alright, just watering him down. Okay, fine. I'm glad I'm not keeping you, Donald. I'll use your weapon while it's available, but once it's over, I'm not going to miss it. Iron Sword. Or miss you, rather. I guess I'll miss it. Ba-boom. Yeah, thanks for softening him up for Hilda there. Well, I gotta say, Hilda, I'm pretty sure I gave her the strength ring. She's gonna need another one, I'm thinking. Alright, Sheila. Something I want to do with her, but I can't remember what. I guess I'll just move her up for now. Oh, right. Alright, and I do want to heal Edric more, but right now, I gotta take care of this archer. But first, supply. Let's go ahead and give... I'm not gonna use this Worm Slayer right now. And... I guess I'll use this brand new sword. Hang on a second. Item, discard, supply, take, fresh new broadsword, but I'm not going to apply it immediately. But now we've got some new weapons. Fun new weapons to blast the enemy with. Achunk. Nice and clean, no blood on him. Oh, whoop, now there's blood on him. Alright, so both of these guys can talk to him for now. Let's move Shorn up because we gotta get out of here. Oh, reinforcements. So this is not the way to escape. You look at the whole map here and There's a little pointy arrow there, and only one unit actually has to get onto that. So this is essentially the real boss of the level right here. This sellsword who has a Knight's Crest. Yes! Hilda's gonna be so happy. Now these guys over here, freaking level 9 paladin. With silver weapons and everything. Where were these guys? You know what? Zedard, the bad guy, he's probably the one who provided these particular units. And there's Phoenix. He's now got a new weapon, which gives him some stat boosts. I could probably still kill him, but this is a very, very bad idea. Phoenix's legendary axe infused with fire. Yep. Let's just escape as the mission is telling us to do. I cheated once, and that's enough for me. I'm not curious enough to find out what would happen if you actually beat Phoenix. So, let's just go up to the... Do you have a steel bow? Okay, that's fine. How about you? You also have a steel bow. But if I unlock this door first, both of you will attack me, whereas if I unlock this one, only one of you will. So, let's go ahead and... Door. Yep, I got 2 door keys. Item, equip the broadsword. Yeah, your little bows aren't gonna save you this time. Yep, unlock that door, and then just let that other guy attack me deliberately. It's fine. I already forgot if I saved. Okay. I should probably look at these guys first. Just regular iron axes. Okay, that's fine. Hilda, can you kill these guys in 1 round? No, you can't. Donnell can. Let's see. Okay. I think it's safe to move her up this corridor for the time being. In fact, you know what? I'll invite her to be attacked here. And you... Let's move you up here. Item, go ahead and heal yourself a little bit. So, soften that dude up. Oh wait, you kill him. Never mind. And you... Yeah, just keep using the iron sword, I suppose. Yeah, alright. Go ahead. You can't take another hit like that. Alright, the broadsword kills those guys. Get them out of the way. Good. Alright, so Sheila's got a lockpick, so... But do I want... Nah. Let's go ahead and, trade... Give me... Oh, wait, hold on. Save. Save at the start of the turn. There we go. Take this door key and open the door, and now Sheila can move in and unlock this chest. Got no Ryan's Vault. Which I guess I'll just sell, because, you know, it's worth quite a bit of money, and I don't feel like leveling up any of my archers. Alright, Iron Sword. Yes, that will be sufficient. And Donnell, let's go ahead and use your turn. So you heal yourself back up. Reinforcements are going to keep coming in and causing problems. Oh. Right, we're out of door keys. Well, whatever. Let's move you up to the door for now. You've got your broadsword good and ready. I suppose I'll use this last vulnerary too. What's going on? Sounds like a fight. Yeah, those Phoenix Blades are definitely attacking each other. So much for being some big professional mercenary group. They're worse than the bandits. Wait, that's Edric and Shorn. Well, guess it's time to smash some heads. Edric, save some for me! Alright, so Dwalt got a really good level up that, you know, one time that he got a level, and ever since then I haven't been paying attention to him. So whereas he's a level 3, he's surrounded by 2 soldiers, one of them level 9, one of them level 12, and also this mage that he can't even get at right now, but the mage can sure get at him. So my best hope right now is that this mage goes for Eddard rather than him, but Eddard's got the rapier turned on right now. But does the game know that it's range 1 through 2? Well, anyway, let's go ahead and attack that guy. Yeah, let's attack that guy with the hand axe. Boom. And a boom. At least Walt is fast. Alright. Oh boy, is Dwalt gonna be able to survive this round? Alright. Doing good so far. Oh yeah, Walt's a dead man if he's not able to get his crap together very, very quickly. And damn it, Edric's... He used up all the door keys, unless... Do I happen to have any door keys in supply? No, I sure don't. So I have no choice but to move out of the way of the door here and let somebody else open the door. That would be Sheila. So, file, save game to state 1. You know, I don't use Dwalt anyway, but I think he's a dead man at this point. Like, I'm sorry, Dwalt, but, yeah, I think that you are doomed to die in this mission. Hand axe. Can this mage hit him? Yeah, that mage can hit him. Yeah, you're screwed, buddy. The only way that this doesn't immediately kill you is if, once again, they go for a unit that can't hit them back. And I wouldn't put it past the game, but still. Alright, you go ahead and unlock the door. And, Shorn, I know that you're not all that much higher level than the others anyway, but at least you can dodge. So I am deliberately going to put you here. And, let's invite these other Magi to attack you instead of him. If Dwalt... Here's the thing. If you end up being able to talk to Dwalt, he'll give you, like, this axe thing that you can use, like a hammer or something? I forget exactly what he gives you, but it's an item that you could absolutely... You know, you could keep it or not, and it's fine. I guess I can talk now. I would rather move up to that empty space, but sure, let's talk. This is very much a story as a game. They're very closely interwoven. Edric, what in the name of the gods, you filthy pagan, is going on? My commander's gone mad. He's allied with Zedart. Are you kidding? Well, I bet heading home to Southwood sounds real nice right now. Sorry, Donnell. Remember our deal? No going home until the war's over. But it is over! What can Fornas do against Zedart and the Phoenix Blades? Exactly! We have to save him and Julia! You've got to be kidding me. Okay, so, you know, he's definitely a man of principle. You know, we can't deny that of our intrepid captain. Alright, so Hilda's taking up the rear right now, and she can't talk to him, but that's just as well because... we need some healing. Let's go ahead and trade you. Yeah, sure, you could take that Fire Tome, and I'll take the Vulnerability, and let's go ahead and heal up some. Or Vulnerary. Damn it, every time I mispronounce that. Alright. Okay, Shorn took a hit. Oh boy, oh boy. Is this it for Dwalt? Ah, rip and rest, Dwalt. I can't continue. Sorry, boss. Our first character death, and because he wasn't an essential character, he's just done. Oh wow, that hit Shorn hard. Shorn cannot take another one of those. Alright, Shorn, back up. You got a vulnerary, so go ahead and use it after I save. And yes, I am going to save with a lost character. When I said, like, way early on that I never let characters die, you know, there's a reason that the rule proves the exception is a saying. Alright, how do I want to deal with all these guys? Do you have range? Yes, you do. Alright, a lot of range, so even though I just got this shiny new broadsword, already I'm going to abuse its range. So, what do I want to do with you? You're not really doing a whole lot right now. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I should make use of this ranger bow while I have it. Yeah, I could double that guy for free and still gain the full XP. Without taking a hit. Okay. Hilda, you have it. Alright, change of plans. Change of plans. Hilda's got the heavy spear. Might as well make use of it. Chunk. I will eventually talk to Edric, but not right now. You'll go ahead and see what's in this chest. A red gem? Nice. Yeah, let's go ahead and send that. And now Edric... Oh, I get to talk to Hilda after all. I wasn't even thinking about that. Alright, hi Hilda. Edric! Hilda, before you raise your lance, let me speak. Raise my lance? I'm not here to fight you, silly. It's a relief. Shorn, you can stand down. Fine. What's going on? Why are you a traitor now? Fennec switched to Zedard's side. When I refused to join him, he tried to have me killed. What do you mean tried to have you killed? He absolutely could have killed you just then if he wanted to. He totally was gonna have you killed, and he was just, waiting a little bit for Zedard to get here. So, the war's not over yet. I'm afraid not. Things aren't looking good, Hilda. If you need to flee... What? No way! What did I tell you when we met? Uncle Gigachad taught me to always stand my ground. I'm yours to command, Captain. She's got courage to spare, that's for sure. Alright, yeah, let's go ahead with the Iron Sword. Yeah, let's spare the Broadsword as much as possible. Alright, strike, strike. And that guy's got a javelin, dang it. And that guy's got a javelin. I really could have used the Broadsword there, I guess. Oh well, I do have other units, I might as well make use of them. Alright, save game states 2. And... you killed the axe guy that I used like one other time. How dare you? And Donald, please don't get a whole... Okay, good. I was about to say, if he got a whole bunch of +1s, I would have been really pissed off because, I've been training Hilda all this time. And what do I want Hilda to do? Does Hilda have the Horse Slayer? No, not right. I think I think Gigachad has the Horse Slayer right now. So... I do want Hilda to be able to fight that horse guy right there. Oh well. Do you guys have range? No, you don't. Alright, let's take care of these knights. I want to heavy spear you. I guess I need to use up the heavy spear. Oh well. Please get a good level up, Hilda. You're due for one. This is so ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. I'm so tempted to save Scum right now. I won't, though. I already abuse it enough, so I won't. Let me use the Broadsword. I'll use the Broadsword on this guy right here. And let's move you up. Let's move you up, because I'm going to need you for the door shortly. Alright, and your health is alright, so... Oh, I thought something was about to happen up there. Alright, friggin' making me waste my heavy spears. What's that I hear? Infighting? Why am I not surprised? Edric, you've got spirit. In another world, you would have been like a son to me. But such is the cost of glory. It's time to finish what I started. Oh, I thought for a second he was gonna run at me just right then and there. Alright, so Hilda, what happens if you attempt to try taking on this dude? 14, 33, 9... Can I soften him up for you? If I use 2 items... Oh. Yes! Yes! Actually, this is perfect! File, save game, state 2. Yes, soften him up. Tunk. And he'll counterattack. And... Tunk. Yes! This is good. This is very good. Alright, Hilda, finish him off. Iron Sword, 100% to hit. Alright, please get a good level up this time, Hilda. Oh, she doesn't even get a level up. But she does get a Night Crest. Okay, do I want to put away this heavy spear? Yeah, I guess I will. Alright, sent the heavy spear, and the door is now available to unlock, which I'm not going to do this turn. Let's go ahead and shoot that guy, because I don't want him lingering around. Especially with Shorn being as low on hit points as he is. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of reinforcements on my butt in a minute anyway. Alright, you go there, and that's it for that turn. Oh, here he comes. And there are the reinforcements. And of course, they're casters. All this double range, it's ridiculous. Alright, file, save game, state 2. Hilda, I like you, but you really need to do better with your level ups. Go figure that the 2 characters I really like have such crappy levels. Oh well. Alright, open this door, and let's see if Hilda can't, She really can't. She can't just finish this guy off. Alright, I'll just have a bunch of them coming at her at once. It's fine. They're only doing 4 damage while she's in those woodlands, so I am going to block up this door. So if any one of you idiots want to try your hand against Edric, well, it's your neck that's going to be the cost. Now, can any of those guys use range? Nope. Okay. So in that case, I can move Shorn here, and there's no real risk of him dying. But we do need to get out of here, because we are absolutely being chased down right now. Unbelievable. Okay. Oh, and Hilda can't finish him off because now he's in the forest. Come on, Hilda. There we go. Level up, finally. And strength and skill. I guess that's gonna have to be it. Here come those guys. I do want to use that Night Crest now, and it is getting slower and slower for Hilda to level up already, so, yeah, let's go ahead and use the Night Crest. Well, I guess I could... Yeah, Hilda's the only one who can actually get us out of here right now. And there's nobody else I really care to level up, so I guess what I'll do is I'll finish this mission with Hilda now, just running out of here, and then at the very beginning of the next chapter, that's when I'll level Hilda at level 16. I tend to like to wait until like level 18, 19, 20 to do that sort of thing, but I may just do it early. I don't really like how her stats ended up panning out. So much skill, so little speed. Ah, well. Does anybody else have anything I can take, by the way? No. Alright. Alright, fine. Hilda, finish the mission. Escape. I think we got out. Barely. Fenix will be in pursuit soon enough. Where to now? We need to get back to the capital. Warn Lord Fornes of what's coming. Edric, look. What is it? There's a Pegasus Knight flying in from the fort. I know that rider. It's Freya. Edric, what's going on? The whole mercenary company is saying that you've gone rogue. Fenix is the one who's lost his mind, not me. He switched sides. He's serving Zedart now. I see. The Phoenix Blades will be good to you, Freya. You should go back. No. I may be a mercenary now, but I still have my honor. I could never serve a man like Zedart. Then, nothing's changed. You're still my captain, Edric. Thank you, Freya. If you're willing to help, then I have a request. Find anyone else who might think like we do. Katrine, Gris, anyone. Tell them to meet me in the capital. Of course. As I took flight, I saw Galen and Miley riding your way. I don't know if they come as friend or foe. Be ready for anything, Shorn. Always. I can see the rider now. It looks like Galen, with Miley at his back. Do you think they'll join our little rebellion? I don't know. Shorn, I've been wondering, why did you join me in that cell? I thought all you cared about was getting paid. Gold is important. I have people who rely on me. Yeah, remember that mention that the drop about his mom? Like, you know, his mom needs medicine. This is something that I think I've seen in other Fire Emblem games as well, though I couldn't exactly name drop the character. I'm kind of reminiscing on Joey Wheeler having to win the initial Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game tournament so that he could get his sister's eye surgery operation with the prize money. Anyway, enough about that. And Fenix pays well, but... I don't know. You were so pathetic, bleeding on the ground. I guess I pitied you. Well, I'm glad you did. Okay, so here's what I don't understand. Like, if Shorn wanted to help us, he could help us better by pretending to be on Fenix's side than just getting thrown in a cell with us, just so that he could die right alongside of us. You know? It's like, yeah, it's a nice show, but what does it really help, you know? Like, the fact that his sister arrived just in the nick of time, that's right on the verge of Deus Ex Machina. But it is also true to Fire Emblem. You talk about the beats of Fire Emblem, like, what are the sorts of things that happen in Fire Emblem games typically? Well, typically somebody will show up right when you really need them, and such was the arrival of the sister, whose name I already forgot.
Edric, Shorn, I was so worried about you two.
Miley, I guess you know what's going on?
I heard that Phoenix discovered Fornos' plot to betray us. He refused to pay us first.
Then when we protested, he called the Phoenix Blades traitors and have us hanged. What a load of crap. Miley, you know that's not true. We also heard that you cut a deal with Fornos. Help remove Phoenix, and you become the new commander. Fornos' lapdog, bought and paid for.
Edric, that can't be true, right? There's some kind of mistake.
It's all lies, Miley. Zedard's bought Phoenix's loyalty, or Phoenix's. I don't know how, but Phoenix is now allied with that monster. That fiend worked with Prago, and the madness we fought underground. I know you, Miley. You could never serve a man like Zedard. Enough. Phoenix is our master, and an honorable man. I'm not going to sort through the politics of warring dukes. We're mercenaries. We follow orders. Yeah, there it is, once again, it could go either way, that moral ambiguity thing.
But Zedard, he's awful.
See, if you're conscripted as a soldier, that is not the same as being a mercenary. These guys chose to be mercenaries rather than paid soldiers. So, now that you've joined the mercenaries, you do what a mercenary does. Miley, coming here was a mistake. We should return to Fort Darkmoor now.
Galen, we can't.
You can't.
What?
When I met you, I was a young knight with the world ahead of me. You convinced me to follow my heart, to run off on an adventure with you as a mercenary.
And it's been perfect.
You're perfect. But this life is no knighthood. I can't keep breaking my oaths for you, Miley. Oh, Miley. Up until now, I really liked Miley. She's very chipper, very kind, but she pulled this dude away from his oaths as a knight? What a... There is no curse in Elvish or Entish for this treachery. Miley, how could you have him be loyal to nothing but you and coin when he had fealty to lord and land as a knight first? Shame on you! There has to be a line I won't cross.
But I love you! Galen, listen to me! I love you!
That's why I have to let you go. Go with Edric. Just try to stay safe.
Galen?
You are the one who made him this way, Miley. You are the one who made him loyal to whatever boss he ended up working with. This is your frickin' fault. This guy, all he wanted to do was have ideals he could believe in. And you broke that, and it made it easier for him the second time.
Galen! Come back!
I want to feel sorry for you. A little piece of me does, but the rest of me is like, you did this to him. Okay, I'm a little emotional at the moment, and it is a perfect time to stop. I do remember the next mission being the hardest mission I would have had so far, so that's all I'll say about it for the present. But that will do for this episode. We managed to escape, we had some cool music, we had some unfortunate level ups, but, that's what you get in Fire Emblem. I guess let's consider it sort of a balancing of the scales for how much I've twisted up Edric's growth stats. Anyway... I'm out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you keep coming back for the next stuff. I appreciate it.